Hey yo, what up? So, playing Baldur's Gate, this is the jump mechanic in the game. You use it to navigate certain parts of the terrain, and your party will follow you. And that was a pretty standard normal jump. So, there's a spell that increases the size of your jump so you can jump farther. You know, that's pretty normal. Like, my main character doesn't have that ability, but someone in my party does. So I'll change to the person in my party who has extended jump. And that's this. So now I can jump. Well, first I give it to that person. Now I select jump by pressing up on the D-pad. I can jump all the way up here. The rest of my party can't make it. He even says, "You can't be serious."
I haven't even had a bath since the abduction.
I have a mod installed that says teleport party. Boom. And then I switch back to my main character, and now we're all up here, ready to go. So that's something where if you took the time to skill spec all of your characters to have that special jump, you could have all made that, but then all of you have to be the same race, the same class, the same specs, the same spells, the same abilities, and you can have a much more diverse party who can still navigate terrain if you have that one mod installed. So that's a quality of life feature, that's a mod that I have, and that's just one of a million. Another one is you can see I have 6 party members total, me and 5 others. I can have more than 6, I can have 7 or 8. The base game limits you to 4, and you have to send people back to your base camp. And I'm like, no, when I go into battle against 10 goblins and 2 mid-bosses, I'm going to have 8 people. And I'm going to level the playing field, so that's just how it is. And this is just solo, this is modded solo. You can do 8 party members in multiplayer if you want to. You just all need to have the same mod packs installed so that it's the same across the board. But at the end of the day, it's like, you can play modded Baldur's Gate 3 and have little like quality of life features. Like another thing would be like, oh, I don't know. My inventory would be something to look at. I have all these backpacks inside of my backpack that hold things. Like this has my camp supplies all in one bag. This has my books all in one bag. This has my potions all in one bag, and I take out my healing potions and I keep those on my person so that I can use them in battle. But you can have gear backpacks. I just have it all kind of splayed out right now. But there's little inventory, like the UI, the user interface. Like what I'm looking at right now is probably cleaner than what the base game looks like. And that's because I have user interface mods installed, so that my user interface looks different as I'm doing things. I'm also playing on controller. I can hot swap switch to control mouse and keyboard.
Very well.
My mouse and keyboard looks different than most people's. And you're not supposed to be able to have over here on the left, my 6 people. I can have a 7th or an 8th or a 9th or a 10th. It scales, and they'll get a tiny bit smaller to fit one more person, and a tiny bit smaller to fit one more person. So it's one of those, the base game only accommodates up to 4 followers total, you know, you and 3 others, and it's like, it's foolish when you could have 10 people all in your party at once rolling around. And so there's just some quality of life feature mods that I have going on, and playing the game modded versus vanilla without even having played the game and looking at what they offered. I was like, oh yeah, that's amazing. Oh yeah, that's dope. Oh yeah, I want to do that. Oh yeah, that's good. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. And then, so my first experience playing the game is like, oh, it can be so much better before I even try it. And now that I've played this way, it's like, it needs to be this way. Like, this is the way to play the game. I just jumped up this giant cliff with one player on my party, and then I teleported the rest of my party up to be here with me. And I didn't have to spec out everyone to have the same sorcery jump. It was only one person needed it. So my whole team is balanced, and I can bring everybody with me with one person having that jump instead of everybody having that jump. So it's just one of those, like, there's no way around it. It's like, ugh. I guess it's not even like cheesing the game. It's like forcing it to be more role play friendly, because I don't want 7 wizards on my team. I want one person who can do a big jump like that and then teleport my whole team with me. So like, I don't know. It just makes sense. So I don't know. I wanted to show you what the mods can do and what I'm doing with them. And this is kind of like I was just playing the game and I saw this big jump and I was like, this is a perfect like showcase for what it looks like. So anyway, yeah, there it is.